Hey guys, welcome to The Daily. He's Nick. I'm Katie from MLSsoccer.com. We are hanging out here in LA. I'm sure you can't really tell because I know I came here for sunshine. The weather is a little muggy here today. We're in Century Plaza getting set one day to go before MLS Cup. And Nick, really the big news is David Beckham's last press conference was yesterday. You were there.
Yeah, this was his last one before the game, and certainly he's going to have one after the game on Saturday, win or lose for the LA Galaxy. I have to say, I was there with 40 or 50 other reporters that sort of pile into this small room at the Home Depot Center and 25, 30 cameras. There's a little bit of nostalgia involved here because Beckham's been doing these big press conferences and all the media attention since 2007. MLS, this was his last one. He didn't offer any new news, so to speak, but to see everybody sort of hang on Beckham's every word. Somebody called during the press conference on the dais up there, and Beckham said, you know, should I answer it? And like there was a great moment of laughing, and it was a last go for David Beckham. The news, in fact, though, was he debunked any rumors about the New York Cosmos. He's been tied to them in the papers for the last couple of weeks since he announced he's leaving MLS. So he's not going to the New York Cosmos. And the other bit of news was that he's sort of encouraging Landon Donovan to keep on going. Landon Donovan obviously considering maybe taking a break from MLS after MLS Cup on Saturday. David Beckham wants him to keep going. So that was the only news out of this, but it's always fun to sort of be part of the circus when it comes to David Beckham, and that's something I think MLS is going to miss when he's gone.
Now, there was also some big news in terms of injuries when it comes to the Galaxy.
Yeah, as for the game, Marcelo Sarvis has an ankle injury. We'll have to see if he's 100% on Saturday. And then the good news, AJ De La Garza inches closer and closer to return. He said he's about 90% ready for the game. Bruce Arena said he's going to play a part in some capacity on Saturday. So it's a big decision there for Bruce, whether he goes with AJ De La Garza or Tommy Meyer, who's been very good in the postseason for him.
Well, I think either way that Bruce Arena goes, he's going to have a solid team out there. But like you said, some big decisions. Well, Nick, Houston Dynamo just got to town last night. They will hit the training fields for the first time today, and they also have some big news coming out.
Yeah, they've got some good news on the injury front. Ricardo Clark and Kalen Carr appear they're ready to go on Saturday. Now, Kalen Carr adds obviously some offensive speed up front. He can fit into that 4-4-2 if the Dynamo want to go that way with Will Bruin. Kalen Carr's got 4 goals this season. He's teamed well with Will Bruin, but he's had some injuries in the postseason. Ricardo Clark might be the more important factor here. Holding midfielder with the U.S. national team. Everybody knows about him. This will be his first MLS Cup that he's actually played in. He's won 2 before with the Houston Dynamo. He didn't play in the final either of those years in 2006 or 7. The big deal here, Ricardo Clark can man up against David Beckham. David Beckham really had his way last year when Luis Camargo was saddled with covering him. Ricardo Clark's a much better defender. That's one of the biggest matchups in the game. When Taylor Twellman came on Extra Time Radio yesterday from ESPN, said that's going to be the deciding factor here, is whether or not Ricardo Clark sort of has that bulldog mentality against David Beckham. It's a huge addition for them. Houston Dynamo are a much better team this year than they were last.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're a different team, I think, this year coming into the 2012 MLS Cup. Well, the votes are in. We now know the goal of the year and the save of the year. And Nick, when you look at the goal of the year, you've got to thank some of those Seattle Sounders fans.
Yeah, they got out in numbers. They always do. But I think the Seattle Sounders fans, even though they did their part, a lot of fans around the league give a lot of credit to Patrick Ianni from the Sounders. This is the goal of the year here against Sporting Kansas City. This is an amazing strike. I think of the final 4 that lasted in the voting, this was the runaway winner among our staff and among anybody that really saw it. So an easy win for him, and honestly one of the best goals of the year we've seen in years. So hats off to him. And then on the save of the year side, not a surprise, Nick Rimando, who had 3 of the final 4, he wins for this save against Sporting Kansas City. Nick Rimando, one of the best goalkeepers in MLS for years. He makes saves look that much better because of his stature. He's not a big guy, so his saves look a little bit more dramatic, but don't take anything away from him. Very good goalkeeper, and rightfully so, the winner of Save of the Year.
Don't forget, you can watch both of those videos at MLSsoccer.com. We've got the whole crew out here, complete coverage of this year's 2012 MLS Cup right here online, and kickoff tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch it on ESPN and TSN in Canada.